Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of my show. I am Maserati, so of course that means that this is the Maserati show. So if you have tuned in, then you are at the Maserati show and you are in the right place at the right time, like you are every single week. I would like to introduce my very special guest, BlkPepperPotts. She's over there working on a little something,
I'm
typing
not
up
working
some
on
paperwork.
shit. I'm tired of you calling me a guest, first of all. Okay? I mean, it's getting old.
We old. What do you want me
No,
to
you old.
do? We're old.
No,
We're in this
you're
together.
old. I sit at home and
We're
play
in this
video
together.
games all day. You're old.
That's old people behavior.
Playing video games all day? That is a young people
Yeah.
behavior. That is the 22. I know, no. That is the 22-year-old behavior of I'm about to buy my house at 22. This is the not old me learning lessons. I kid you fucking not. There's a streamer that I watch. He just bought a house. He's 22 from playing video games. He's been doing this since like 17. So 5 years. Five
All the
fucking
retired
years.
niggas, all the retired niggas I know sit around and play video games because they don't
That's
have shit else
okay.
to do.
I wish I was retired. I don't just sit around and play video games like game stream. There's a difference.
Playing video
It's
games.
a big difference. I wish all I did was play video games. Are you kidding me? That's the easy part.
It's the sport of the old people. You don't break
Whatever.
limbs
Yeah, back when it was
when you hurt.
2D. You know why people are our age? Well, I'm sorry, your age don't like the games that I play.
Our
It's
age.
too much imagination. Not only is it too much imagination, they're too used to 2D games. So these games now is like, oh my god, I can't do it.
I wouldn't know. I haven't played a video game since '96.
Oh, so you're nursing home old.
Call it what you want. I just don't play games.
You're nursing home old. If you ain't even playing, you ain't played a video game since '96. That's nursing home old. You on your way to hospice. It's over. Well, damn. This isn't a good transition, huh?
Sometimes you got to do other things
This
other
is
than
not
play
a good
video games.
transition. It's not a good transition. So we got our
Right.
first topics of the day, I guess already, huh? Damn.
Yeah, you talking
We
about
had a
people
few
dying?
people pass these past. Well, no, the two were just today. I think Jerry Springer, Hella Belafonte. No, Hella Belafonte, I think was yesterday. Jerry Springer was today. Because I watched this
Well,
thing with Lenny
definitely the breeze.
Kravitz give a tribute to Harry. Yo, Lenny Kravitz still look hot. But yeah, they both just passed away. I mean, they were, they live lives. Jerry Springer was what, 76? Um,
79,
79? Okay, yeah. How old was Harry Belafonte? That's not up on my thing anymore.
96.
96? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. And they both, seem to have lived their lives, accomplished goals and, things like that. So it's not, it's unfortunate. It's not tragic, I guess is what I'm, yeah.
Yeah, Jerry Springer did a lot. He was a
Yeah, that's
Congress.
what they
What was
both
he?
did. Shit.
What was he? A mayor, actor. It.
I mean, most known for
Talk show
Jerry Springer
host.
show. So we've had a
Huh?
past guest on the Jerry Springer show. I'm sure you probably saw. I'm sure you know who.
Who? Haybert.
Yeah, yeah. He posted the video
We
today.
probably had more than just one that's been on that show. There's a
Well,
lot
only
of
one
people.
I know about.
I didn't know how many people's been on the Jerry Springer show until today, and everybody kept posting up pictures and videos of the episode they was on Jerry Springer.
Oh wow.
Everybody went. I guess it's just a free trip and some
Yeah,
money. So
that's what they became. That's what they became. I think like Maury Povich, his show really, I think really did start off with paternity tests. I think he really started off wanting to help teenage kids, and then here we are. So now here we are. I really think that might have been his. Because remember, Maury Povich wasn't that kind of talk show host at first. Most of them weren't. I don't know if Sally was that like Ricky. I don't. None of them started out that way, but it became such a easy popularity thing that people were going to tune into your show because that's what we were into. Like we used to play Jerry Springer in school. Well, I did. Oh, we were bad as fuck. So you never played Jerry Springer in school? When we played Jerry
No,
Springer School, well, first of
I
all,
didn't
I
play no
told you
games.
we were, but you just missed the broke part, the worst of the broke part of the Cleveland public school system. So, like from the teachers being on strike, in high school was when we recreated it, but it originally started in middle school. We would have a substitute teacher or a teacher that just didn't give a fuck. So people would literally go up to the front of the classroom. They had little stools out. The classroom would sit, like we were the audience, and they would make up the stories. And we had real Jerry Springer, throw chairs, all that shit. Yeah. Some teachers just sat back and watched. Whatever. They got paid.
They just watch
I'm
y'all
not
throw
making
chairs.
this up. I am not making this up. Some watch, had their little snack, whatever. It was entertainment. Motherfuckers weren't about to learn shit that
Yeah,
day,
so
especially not today with a sub. You got that sub fucked up.
parents at home, if you're watching this and you played this game in school and your kid is acting up in school,
Mm-hmm.
don't you dare say anything to your goddamn child about getting out of their seat or being too talkative in school. If you
See,
played the
here's the
Jerry
thing.
Springer, you dares.
I was just an audience member. I never actually went up there. And it was never my idea. But what the fuck was I gonna do? Learn that day? No. I'm about to watch the show. Nobody learned that day. It depends on the level of what my kid does. Like, we had that conversation, like, I think last week. I was like, it depends on how much trouble they get into. If you was bad that day, but you ain't bad no other day out of the year, fuck it. Wild the fuck out.
You need
Have a day.
to clear your palate. You struggling over there. You
I
good?
am. That shit trying to take me out. I wrote a good one, though. That shit gone already. But yeah, happy your day. It happens. Our parents need to not think you weren't a perfect little angel every day.
Me? I was.
You were not.
I was.
You bullshit.
I was a
Bullshit.
perfect angel.
Bullshit.
My goal in school was only one thing: get as many of these classes out the way as I can, and get a job so I can make money. That was it.
Mm. That sounds
I didn't give a
boring.
damn about none of that other shit. And I slept in study halls.
Who didn't sleep in study hall? Nobody actually did work in study hall.
I had so many days
I
where I
had
just
F
bored
check
on
for
that book.
study hall though. See, like I said, a lot changed by the time when you left, cause you so much older than me.
Yeah, right.
No, yeah, I know, right?
But like what, 2 years?
Yeah, apparently, because we have two different versions of going to the same school.
Hey,
Because
listen.
even middle school, I was at Schuler. Remember, I told you that AB shit. And I had a lot of
Listen.
fights on my record. Oh, yeah, we've had this conversation before.
Listen. They separate the good kids and the bad kids. So
Hmm.
whatever y'all degenerates was doing down the hallway,
Getting bullied.
we don't know what's going on. Everybody got bullied.
No. See, that's what people fail to understand. Then it doesn't matter. We are so off topic. It didn't matter who started it. It's just you had a fight on your record. It didn't matter. That shit, they didn't give a fuck. You weren't even you still weren't even supposed to hit back at this time. You were supposed to go tell the teacher. And if you didn't go tell the teacher, then you two got in trouble for fighting. So I had fights on my record. I had a lot of fights on my record. I didn't start not one of them. I finished them motherfuckers. But I didn't start not one fucking fight. Not one. So yeah, your little AB group, yeah, if they had just went off of my grades, That's part of when my life started to go downhill. I'll tell people that. Really, it started at Gallagher. But this is not the topic. What else did we have for topics today?
No. Go ahead and tell us how your life started going downhill. What happened?
When you're
The drugs,
dividing
the alcohol.
children based off of their behavior, and I was actually a smart, straight A student, even while getting bullied in school. But again, like I said, they didn't care about those things. So you're mixing me in with children that have lower grades than me, and we getting taught different. So now you holding me back, bitch. Then every time you turn around, a fight's breaking out. Somebody is fucking with me as is any fucking way, or shit, I'm constantly on the fucking defense. Yeah, your life. You. That's. No. It really is about the time where I just started to not care for what. I'm not learning. I literally was learning nothing. They taught me nothing new to like get once that really started to really separate us. That I wasn't learning anything new. Yeah, my grades used to be excellent. And once you start mixing a kid in like that, then sink or swim, I guess. I sank. Plus, like
I
I
don't
said,
think
shit, literally going to school on the defense. I went to a school where they motherfuckers carry fucking razors in their mouth. You gotta be scared as fuck when somebody rings the fucking fire drill because you don't know if today is your day. They waiting to meet you outside, and that's why they pulled the thing. It turned into survival, not education.
I had none of those problems.
It turned into
I went right
survival,
outside, no
not
problems. So
education. Survival of the fittest. I guess I didn't sink. I'm still here. I'm still her, you know. Oh shit. I know things that most people my age don't know that matters in this day and age. Let's talk about that. Love to see
I
them
really
study
don't
their
think that.
brain.
I mean, you really don't learn a lot in school. Like you learn stuff, but not the way they think you're supposed to learn. Like basically, I just figured out how to cheat my way through life. Like that was the basic things
But
I
see,
learned
that
in
was
school.
you. It wasn't about cheating my way through life. I was like actually smart. Like I really used to enjoy learning. And it's like what I tell my daughter. It's for her to continue school would be good for her. Like I can see her, being a doctor or a lawyer. She's very, very smart. She's taking honors classes. When they like their state tests, she doesn't even have to take all of them. Okay, so when you have a child like that, then yeah, I think education is very important. And they should keep going. But depending on what they want to do, they might be smart enough then to figure some shots. Like I said, this day and age, everything is different. Um, and then you have some kids now in this day and age that they're, a trade is better for them. But when the time that I'm speaking of was also, still heavily college was still heavily, important for us to go to college and advance in education. Um, Times are just not different. And that's why I wasn't like I was joking, but I wasn't like the things that I know now. People my age they don't know what the fuck to do with this shit. This is a foreign language to them. But yeah, I'm smart. I always have been. It was teaching myself and being taught. Those things came easy, so I can pick this shit up and just go about my business. But yeah, they system failed. I don't give a fuck. The system failed to put kids and separate them just based off of that. I mean, the system failed anyway. The system failed by having whoever was in a fight be in trouble, knowing that this child is being bullied. Okay, it's not like my parents just sat around and did nothing. They had came up to the school and talked to the school. I told you, my mother threatened to hit the principal. My mother threatened to hit the principal because the principal was still stressing that whole thing of she can't hit back. I told you this story like a million times. So my mother said, well, what do I do if I hit you? You gonna hit me back or you gonna just sit there? And try to get people to understand that I was just defending myself. Yeah. But what other topics do we have? You made me sit here and talk about that. I definitely wasn't.
We didn't even talk about the what we talked about with Jerry Springer's death.
What other topic do you
Talk
want
about
to
Harry
net? God
Belafonte.
bless it. Because you gotta be so specific.
Harry Belafonte.
We did talk about both. I literally said that as I announced them.
We announced it. We didn't say. We
Okay.
can tell about his accomplishments. Did y'all play Harry Belafonte in school?
Did we what?
Did y'all play Harry Belafonte in school? Did y'all do
Yeah.
any of the movies, or how
Yeah.
did y'all celebrate Harry?
I don't really. Okay, let me do it this way. I'm about to look up everything he's been in. How about that?
Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I probably can't name a Harry Belafonte movie.
Well, he's actually coming up more importantly as a singer, though.
Oh, he was. I didn't.
And then his activism definitely matters. Him being an activist matters. That's what I was gonna say. Like, honestly, if you had asked me 20 years ago, I would have been able to answer these questions better. Being my grandmother would talk about him or watch whatever and things like that. Yeah, he's more known for being a singer though. So yeah, you might want to just stop talking. You
Yeah, I have
might
no
want to
idea.
just stop right there. Um, here we go. I'm pulling up his IMDb. But yeah, it's nothing wrong with not knowing that much about him. Shit, he's a lot older than us. He was born in 1927.
I
I
know
know
ain't nothing
there's the
wrong with this shit.
one that we've all seen many times. Oh, the dinner one. I'm trying to just pull up a
Guess
list of
who's
his.
coming to dinner?
Yeah, I'm trying to just pull up the list. He's won one prime, 17 wins and 22 nominations for awards total. All this is great. Known for Bobby, Black Klansman. That was just a few years ago. Wait a minute. The World, the Flesh, and the Devil, Kansas City. No, this is not one. Okay, here we go. Why won't y'all give it to me? Oh, this is a weird order. Uptown Saturday Night. That definitely is familiar.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Um, Carmen Jones. That's what I was thinking of. When you said something about in school, that was the play that was going in my head because I remember fighting that girl in the lunchroom that day. Um, it was these actors had came up to our school and they were performing that. Yeah. Um, but I didn't want to say it because I thought it might not be right, but I definitely would have been completely right. But yeah, R.I.P. to him. What did he say? He was 86. 86. Well, we might as well go ahead and add this one to it. We have Carolyn Donald, which was the accuser of Emmett Till, has passed away today at the age of 88.
I mean, I might throw a little something on the grill. Y'all celebrating or y'all just chilling?
I mean, didn't she confess
I might
though?
celebrate. I might get a little cake.
Didn't she confess?
Yeah, she did confess.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Well, here's the thing: was she a Christian? Then she is forgiven. We talk about religion a lot on here, but let's be honest. She confessed her sins before she passed. You think they updated? No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I mean,
But really,
I don't
because
know how that
I
all
saw
works,
some
but I
very
say this.
negative things, and I'm like, y'all, and I'm not defending her, please. I'm just observing. I'm observing my reality. And I'm like, yo, but she confessed her sins. All these Christians in here condemning her. I thought that's how it
Um,
worked. I don't.
you know, they said she died of cancer, and I, hope and pray that it was probably the most painful cancer that you could probably get, and her last 20 years of cancer was suffering in pure hell.
Yeah, I think and I think that was brought up when she did confess um, that she had cancer. It sounds familiar, but she lived a life. She had two children, spouse. I mean, even in those last couple years, maybe she lived a full life. He never got that. So those last couple years of suffering, I mean, does that make up for all the years of life she lived? Mm.
I mean,
Because you're not
no,
the
but
first person to say that. That's why I'm asking. I'm like, I hear you, but
it doesn't. But I mean, I feel a little bit better knowing that you suffered at least 10 years of
yeah. I mean,
painful,
at that
painful
point in
cancer,
age, you like, whatever. No,
painful,
seriously.
painful
At
cancer.
that point in age, it's just like. Now it seems that her spouse passed in '79, though, so I guess they weren't together very long. If that gives you any comfort.
No, I don't give a damn about him.
I said it seems they weren't together long. If that gives you any comfort. I
My
don't know what
comfort
his
comes
past
in knowing that
was,
she was in
but either
pain.
way, she must have found her
Pain.
true love, had her children. She probably got grandchildren. Her legacy lives on.
Pain.
Mm.
That's what I care about. Pain. Pain
I'm
while you was
just
here on Earth.
saying. You like I said, I observed the reality. Her legacy lives on. And again, I'm bringing this up because you're not the first person to say that, and I'm just like, yo, what's a couple years versus a life lived? Shit, what's 5 years versus a life lived? Nothing. Nothing. Her grandchildren probably didn't visit her on her deathbed. I don't know. They might not fuck with her. Who knows? But her grandchildren didn't probably visit her on her death. I mean, there's so many possibilities for her based off of living her life still fully. A couple years ain't enough for me. That's how I feel about it. Just to go ahead and say it's not enough. I'm not religious, so confessing your sins don't mean shit to me either. Especially that late, it's way too late. Well, I think I've even heard that she said something then though, if I'm not mistaken.
What? That he didn't do it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like this isn't the first time she's confessed. But yeah, and then knowing the outcome, it's not. You knew it was gonna be nothing good for him. So yeah, that's the kind of thing that gets no sympathy from me. But like I said, she lived her whole ass fucking life, her whole life, child.
And who knows? Maybe this ain't the great part. You know, a lot of times people talk about um, death being easier than living. So you know, maybe maybe life is the hard shit. Maybe getting through all of the obstacles of living is the actual hardship. Maybe death is the grand finale where you was like, oh, finally we're here. This ain't what we think it is. Death ain't the bad part. Death is the great part. Death is the easy, the
It
non-pain,
was not
the
great for him, so no. I'm gonna say no.
well,
He didn't get that option. I see where you
well,
wanted to go, but I'm gonna help you out and just stop you there because of the situation. No,
well,
no,
while he was living, it wasn't great.
no,
But the death part, once you
no,
stop breathing,
no, no. We
once you
have a
stop
son.
breathing,
You have a son. Okay?
no,
No.
once you stop
No.
breathing,
Absolutely not. No.
once you stop breathing, it's a different story.
I would listen. Why God, do I gotta suffer? Would have been my fucking question. Now, death comes easy. No, fuck no. Again, everybody got different
Hey,
beliefs.
we never
My
know.
belief is you got me fucked
But
up. That's what I be asking.
but
Why God, do I gotta suffer? Why?
but you also got to remember this too.
Did you burn this
And I don't
motherfucker?
know
Like
what the
goddamn,
official
come on.
I don't know what the outcome of the autopsy report was, but you also got to think about this. Let's say, all right, step away from what happened to Emmett Till. Let's say somebody gets shot and they die instantly. Now, if somebody decides to go off and take the body and put it into a shredder or set it on fire or some shit, if that person dies from that gunshot, everything that happens to that body afterwards, it don't really matter. We think it's fucked up. We like, oh shit, that person died in pain and agony. But in reality, they was gone after the gunshot. Them being set on fire or them being thrown
You
into a
sure about
shredder or
that?
something, that really didn't matter because they
You
was
sure
already
about that?
gone. So
No, we don't know
what?
that. See, here's the thing.
What?
It depends on how do you view death? Do you view death when the heart stops, when the brain stops? What do you consider death?
When the heart and brain stop, yeah.
Heart and brain. Okay.
Yeah.
So you will have the body. See, it's questions like they theories as far as I'm concerned. So what if he was like not brain dead? It's too many. What I look. I don't know how far into this we about to go because oh my god, there's no exceptions for me though. I'll put it to you that way. There's not a single fucking exception for me. I have sons. You got me fucked up. I would have killed the bitch. I'ma just the moment y'all let me know who it was, that's it. We both now I'm in jail for life, or y'all gonna have to drag me, set me on fire, and do the same thing because whoo, child. And the people that did it. Shit, you got me fucked up.
I mean, given the
Turn
time,
another cheek. It
they
also say
probably,
eye for an eye. Pick which
I
one do
mean,
you
given the
choose to live
time,
by. Because there's just no way. There's just no way. There's very fucked up ways to go out. And that's just a level of disrespect I wouldn't have been able to live with without retaliation. I couldn't have lived without retaliation. There's just no way. And no different
I
is
mean,
Zimmerman. Zimmerman wouldn't have been if that had been my child. One day. Just know I'm coming. One day I am coming. It may be 5 fucking years. I can wait. Your guard gonna drop a bit. I can't. And honestly, when I see families on TV, and that's how you feel, that's your business. I respect it, but it can be me. When they say forgive this person, you got me fucked up. No. For what? What is any like when you see situations like that? What has this person done to even receive your forgiveness? Because most don't be sorry until they caught. And I'm not saying this is a particular situation, but when you see a family that have crimes committed against them by another person, especially those for no reason other than the color of your skin, and I hear, oh, we forgive you. Don't put me on the mic. I've told people that before. If it's do not put me on the mic. Don't put me on the mic. There is no forgiveness. There is I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. For the rest of your life, sleep with one eye open till I end it. What's that law-abiding citizen? Boom. When they came and they broke in his house and they killed his wife, and oh, Lord knows what they did to his daughter when they went in that kitchen. And he planned and plotted on that. And I'm just taking notes like, yeah, that would have to be me. And it would suck because I'm just not that person to start anything. But we've had that discussion from being bullied. You started, I'm a finish. There's just no way. You sit there not saying anything like you two don't have a child.
I mean, I do have a child, but I
Okay.
do understand how things are more realistic about it.
Yeah. Because I just know me. I don't that's one part about it that I don't need to walk in someone else's shoes to know. I know you got me fucked up. I know for a fact of who I am, you got me fucked up. The rage in my heart would not be satisfied until you are no longer on this planet.
I mean,
And I'd be willing to go to jail for the rest of my life, caught by the police. And see, that's the thing. You have to understand, I'm already willing to accept the consequences ahead of time. That's how I know. That's how I know. Shit, better yet, man, you know how much they love me in jail? You already know when you go to jail for something like that, nobody fucks with you. I mean, it's fucked up you in jail, but don't nobody bother you for being in jail for something like that. You straight. Worst part about it is I be in jail. I get extra meals every day. Extra juice boxes. That's just it.
extra juice boxes, huh?
Extra juice. Extra cornbread. I ain't even gotta ask if they gonna eat that cornbread. They just gonna give it to me. You ain't saying I'm wrong because you know it's true. When you go to jail for something like that, nobody fucks with you. And if they do, then you gonna have they gonna have problems.
Yeah, make a rich friend in jail. That's what you do.
I won't need to.
All
I
the
won't
extra
need to.
shit
You know why? On my commissary, all that shit gonna be covered. You know why? You know how many people gonna stand behind me? Tons. Hell, I might not even go to jail. Get the public on your side. Get the public on your side. Here comes Joe. I mean, here comes Joe. Here comes Josh. Josh, I don't think so. I know so.
I'm just telling you that a lot of times we see the people and something happens like that,
Mm-hmm.
and we'd be like, "That's what's gonna happen to me." People will get behind me, and sometimes you that person that do that shit,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't get no media coverage, and don't nobody know.
But see, that's what do I do? Media coverage. Shit, I could pay for an ad on the Shade Room. The fuck. You gotta also know where to reach that form of your audience. That's it. That one girl that was in jail for killing her rapist, child by. And there's no way. First of all, she must have the wrong lawyer. Let's start there. Get you a good lawyer that's gonna want to take this case because you're gonna make this case public. There's just I'm not worried about it. Gonna have a trophy on my head for going to jail for like say if somebody did something like what happened to Emmett Till. I don't know where you came in on the conversation, so let me run it back. My point was saying that I'd be willing to, end up in jail for life because I would have to have retaliation on the person that would do something like that to my son. Given what happened in Emmett Till, and you're saying going to jail will have a trophy on my head. I doubt it. I doubt it. Odds are in my favor. I'm straight. Shit, I don't even think
I
the
mean,
fucking guards would
I think
believe me.
I think that I think it's a good idea to have, but I just
But
don't.
you also have to consider, even if it's the other way around, I don't give a fuck. I'm willing to accept all. I'm willing to accept death penalty. Like all these things have been considered, and it's a go.
But what happens if there's only an attempt and it doesn't work and they don't die?
Oh, it's gonna work. It's going to work. Whatever the fuck my heart and soul tells me needs to be done to remedy the situation is gonna work. Don't matter. You're gonna get somebody promoted real quick. What you talking about, child, Josh? I'm gonna need you to make sense. That I don't even get what you're saying, love. I don't understand. But yeah, I'm willing to accept all consequences, so that really doesn't matter to me. You seem to be like you just let it go. You just letting it go.
Um,
I don't want to. I
I would
hate
have to go
saying
to
the exact kind of thing
listen.
like that because I never want to put something like that out there. But
I always have to know what the situation is to say what actually happened or what I would actually do. But um, the whole, I'm making sure that I'm going and I'm gonna get them and this, that, and the third.
mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I would have to know what happens. It would have to
Mm-hmm.
be an actual situation for me to just say, oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I get them because a lot of times people be like, that's what they go do, and something happens, and this shit don't happen. They don't do the shit that they said they would have did. And, I mean, it
Mm-hmm.
sounds good and you're passionate about it, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
most people they're not gonna do it.
Cause I've always it's always been known to me. I could never handle anyone doing something to my children. I stress out just with my son just walking down the street to school. Um, so yeah, I've just always known some things about yourself. You just like I even know it would have to be my kids or my dad. Like it would have to be like one of those for me to just lose my shit. And anybody else is a variable. One of those, yeah. Anybody else
I
is a
mean,
maybe. One.
you know, like I always say, yeah,
Because
you
I don't
gotta
trust the
just know
justice
the
system.
situation.
I don't trust the justice system. I don't. I don't trust you to end up in jail for the rest of your life. I don't even know if I. Well, see, I said I can wait. So, I guess I could let it go to court. But then I gotta have you on the inside, and that would probably be easier. Now you on one spot. I doubt if you get protective custody. You know, I doubt it. So yeah.
So now you're
All
gonna
right.
catch them on the inside of prison.
Yeah, that would be easier. Are you kidding me? Cheaper. What you need? 8 packs of smokes? Got it. Put some money on your commissary. Boom. What is this account? No problem. And again, if you snitch, I don't care. This is what you get. Don't bother trying to blackmail me because you're not gonna get more. I'll just go to jail. See? Boom. All right. Let's see here. We have. Well, speaking of jail, we have good lord. What in the world? Hold on, wait. Let me actually copy this. I don't, Josh, if you're still here, you can try to explain that because, child, you lost me. Like, I didn't take it off. When I take it off and put it back on, it clears it off. But it is, the chat box is back up. Oh, I need to open this. I don't know why I was about to ask you because you don't know. So, we have
What?
now for the next topic. Trying to type that up, bro. Whoa, that sized over absolutely wrong. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, there we go. Pras of Fugees found guilty of 10. Did I spell international right? No. 10 international criminal charges. Definitely didn't spell that correctly. You want to take this over so I can fix this right quick? This is your topic.
All right. So what happened is he had worked with a Malaysian businessman named John Lowe, who paid him 20 million just to get a picture with Barack Obama. Um, and then Pras had to funnel the money that he got, which was the 20 million. Um, and I'm gonna say this: how the fuck do you even get into a situation where a person offers you 20 million to take a picture? Because
And that's what
I'm
I'm about
not
to look
saying
up.
what he did was right, huh?
That's what I'm about to look up because he's got past wild shit, right? This ain't the first time we heard of him in some shit like this.
No, it, it was the other guy that you thinking about that had like 20 things of cocaine or heroin or something in the airport.
No,
That's the guy you thinking about. I can't
no.
remember what his name was, but he was with the Fugees.
It says Michael first met with Malaysian financier Lo Taek Zhao. Ooh, got that all wrong, I'm sure. In 2006, when the businessman, usually known as Zhao Lo, why did we just get that in the first place? Was dropping huge sums of money and hobnobbing with the likes of Paris Hilton. Lo helped finance Hollywood films, including The Wolf of Wall Street. DiCaprio testified. DiCaprio? Wait a minute. Leonardo DiCaprio testified Lowe had appeared to him as a legitimate businessman that had mentioned wanting to donate to Obama's campaign. Michael also testified in his own defense. He said Lowe wanted a picture with Obama in 2012 and was willing to pay millions of dollars to get it. Michael agreed to help and used some of the money to he got to pay for friends to attend fundraising events. No one had ever told them it was illegal. Prosecutors said Michael was donating the money on Lowe's behalf and later tried to lean on the straw donors with texts from burner phones. What the fuck? To keep them from talking to investigators. After the election of Donald Trump, prosecutors say Mike. Oh fuck, my ad popped up. God damn it. um, After the election of Donald Trump, prosecutors say Michael again took millions to halt an investigation into allegations Lowe masterminded a money laundering and bribery scheme that funneled billions from the Malaysian state investment fund known as. Did I say IMDb? Lowe is now. What is going on with the story? Lowe is now on an international fugitive and has maintained his innocence. What the fuck is going on? Michael also got paid. This is for Pras. To try to persuade the U.S. to extradite back to China a government critic suspected of crimes there without registering as a foreign agent. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't really feel like I got the questions answered from reading that though. That was a wild story. When did Leonardo DiCaprio get put in a political conspiracy? Is what they have headline as. Oh my god, get the fuck out of my way. Yeah, I don't know. I just read what was on here and yeah. You got me wild. I don't know.
What was the question you had in the beginning?
It was your question.
What you mean, my question?
How
I didn't
did
have
it
a
happen in
question.
the first place? That's what I literally just read to you.
Oh, the how did you even get into a circle with a nigga that's
Yeah.
giving 20 million?
I literally just read that part to you. I'm not reading it again.
I'm not asking a question. I'm just repeating. Is that
Yeah,
the
that's how he was
questions you were answering?
approached by the Malaysian financer.
Oh, okay. All right. I would have did it for 20 million. Yes, sir.
I
I'm
wouldn't. I
sorry.
would not. That's not something I'm willing to risk
20
my life
million
up
is
for.
20 million is 20 million.
Not act against the president like that. No, I don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with that shit. Mm-mm. And China is involved? Nope.
20 million is 20
No.
million.
No. I would
I'm a
like to live
chance
to
it.
spend that 20 million. That's not a risk I'm willing to take.
I'm always
Now it's
here.
enough. Now see, his dumb ass shouldn't be here. That's the thing. Now you take that 20 million, you get the fuck out. But yeah, 20 million even shouldn't even be that much to him though. I'm not saying he, but he's seen highs of the music industry. So, but yeah, he shouldn't have been here. He should have left. Now, if you want, now make a life in
I'm
China. Why are you here? Go make your life in China. Why are you here? At that time, I mean, I think it still is. Shit, the dollar is worth more than the yen. Why are you here? If he had
Well,
been
yeah,
over
he
there, he
shouldn't have
wouldn't
been
even
here.
have this problem. I don't think they would have
He
extradited him,
probably,
especially now. Right now, it's hostile. It's hostile as fuck with China and Russia and shit. They wouldn't bother trying to extradite. Why are you here? That's the question we need to be asking. Why was he still stateside? Why were you anywhere to end
well,
up in a U.S. court?
well, it's all about arrogance. It's the same thing that gets drug dealers caught up. It's arrogance. You feel like you're not gonna get caught, or you feel like
No,
you're smarter
you're an idiot.
than the last person did it, or whatever the case may be. But trust me, I've been around a whole lot of people that have always came up with all these great, oh, you don't want to do this. Oh, you should do this. Or I remember a big thing. People used to always say, well, use a fake name if you sell drugs. That way, if you go to court, that way, if they say, oh, well, Brandon, Germany, you did X, Y, and Z, and you can say, oh, no, well, this person did that, or whatever your nickname is. And I used to think, like, all of y'all really think that not using your real name is going to be the deciding factor when, if they're bringing you into court, they have your phone, computers, everything. They have you on camera. They have everything they need. You having using a fake name ain't gonna do shit. You can call your name John. They gonna still be like John, whatever the fuck you want to call your name, nigga. This is you on camera. This is your cell phone number. These are text messages. All of this shit. So no matter what happens, there's always people that's doing illegal shit that think they're doing it in a smarter way that they're not going to get
Well,
caught,
yeah,
and
you're
that's
only a
why people
criminal if
don't
you
never
get caught.
leave.
Let's just.
Or right.
And you're only a criminal if you get caught. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The
yeah.
only person that it was one criminal a long time ago that he got they told him, hey, we need you to come down and talk to us about X, Y, and Z
Mm-hmm.
about your drug dealing. And they said that they looked for him on Monday and he was gone. They've never heard from this dude ever again. He's never been arrested. He's never had any troubles. He's
Mm-hmm.
the only drug dealer I've ever heard about or a story about that was smart enough to get the fuck out of Dodge, get his money, get the fuck out. Everybody else that did illegal shit, they stayed and they got caught. They eventually got caught. All of them, every one of them.
Yeah. Well, the goal
I
is to
don't
be
know
the
why
greatest
people
drug
don't
dealer.
leave.
In order to do that, you got to keep going. It never ends. It never ends. So yeah, you just keep setting this goal, or the goal rather is set, and it evolves. I guess maybe it doesn't. Yeah, that's all. If the goal is to get a bunch of money and get out, then you wouldn't have so many drug dealers getting caught. I look again. That 20 mil you say, I see your point, but then that means I can never live in the states again. But again, listen, don't think Russia the only one be using assassins and shit. Okay, America to be doing that dirt too. That's why I said some things I don't touch. Crimes against, like, with the president like that and helping somebody get in the room with him. No, no, because you don't know if they just there to take a picture. Yeah, they dare to do some shooting, perhaps. No, like I wouldn't do it. It's not worth it. That 20 mil is not worth it. Where you gonna go on the planet and feel safe? Like, no. Because what if it was that though? That's why I really thought he was stupid. Because I'm like, why would you take money to try to put somebody in a room with the president that's claiming they just want to take a picture? If they got 20 mil, first of all, they can just do the donations themselves and get themselves in a room. First of all, so the story is already sus. Let's. By the way, I've kind of skipped that part. The story is very sus because 20 mil donating. I don't know what the cap is for presidential funds and things, but that's that he definitely had enough to get himself in a room with him himself, so he didn't even need to go through Pras. So the story is also sus, by the way. By the fucking way, it's very sus.
I'm
Did
taking
anybody
that 20
consider that
million.
part, or am I just like saying it and like?
And if they can find me on whatever
You just don't
island or
skip by
continent
that,
I'm
but
on,
okay.
so be it. So be it. If you can come over to Africa and find where the
No,
fuck I'm
fuck
at
that
after I
part.
get my 20
Why
million.
are you taking the 20 mil? Because why is this? You'd be very easy to find. It's the fucking president. That's what I'm saying. This person could have just donated enough money to get himself the top donator and get in a room himself. Why do you need to go through Pras? And that part of your question also, well, that wasn't your question, but that now is mine, and that didn't get answered, and it won't be, I guess. Cause I don't know. This story is sus. It's very sus to me. I don't really believe all of it, honestly. I tan today, and I don't look like it.
What don't you believe in the story?
I just told you. Where am I running
Why
this
he
at?
would need
Because
somebody
I literally
to
just told
introduce
you
him to
what I
the.
don't believe in the story. I literally, you do this to me all the time. I don't believe in the story that he was donating just to get a picture taken with him. That makes no sense. You could donate to his campaign fund directly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you need to go to Pras? Or it brought up Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, why do you need to go through these celebs? Like, that makes no sense. You could donate to his campaign yourself, and that's going to get you in a room. And it would probably cost less than 20 mil because they got a cap on presidential election funds. It wouldn't even have been that much. That's what I'm saying. This story doesn't make sense. None whatsoever. All right, next
It's
story.
20 million. I'm taking it.
Yeah, you gonna not live to use it either. I promise you wouldn't. Not only would they
I'll
take
be
you
all
out,
right.
they seize your
Process with it.
money. Like, that would be. I'd be sitting there laughing at you. I ain't gonna lie, cause that is the
That
wildest
nigga
thing.
still in. Roz is still alive.
Did the man get in the room? All right. So speaking of crimes, in countries and things like that, people heard. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Bam. People heard. Oh, I did not spell her name right. Look, I ain't fixing this shit again. People heard Brittney Griner voice for the first time. Did you see that video?
Yeah, I heard her voice.
Yeah. Well, you probably heard her voice before because you were way more familiar with her than I was. I ain't scared to say it. Her voice
No,
manly
the
as
fuck I
fuck.
wasn't.
It's not. If you don't look, it's. You would think it's a man talking. Period. And people can take it however the fuck you want to take it. That sounds like a man. Like, I've been told before, my voice. No. God damn. That's deep as. Like, I can't even fake my voice that deep. She sounded like a straight dude. And now people were like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have made the trade. And I'm like, I hate y'all. But also, this is why nobody heard her voice before. Because if you think about it, you didn't see, like, well, at least none of these type of things popped up on my timeline. Like, past interviews of her. Obviously, I'm not saying they would got audio and video of while she was locked up. I'm not saying that at all. But there was nothing like that. There was nothing to speak for her outside of a picture with, like a note or something. But she's been around long enough. There should have been some kind of video or hormone pills, possibly. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, but I still stand by what I said. I don't think the trade that was a good trade. I still don't. And then she goes into equal. We can definitely bring this up. Equal pay for the WNBA. No, bring in equal money, and then you will get equal pay. What are they going to pay them with? That's like me going to work, and then somebody else don't. I'm doing all the work. Everybody cheering for me. They love me. And then, well, I can't say don't go to work. You still go to work, but nobody's showing up and cheering for you. And you think you should make as much as I do. This is not an equal pay for women situation. It's not. It's not at all. This is not it. Please do not abuse the system. This is not it. And then, what? Oh my God. Somebody was like, oh, women should watch more instead of watching reality TV shows, and then they wouldn't be struggling. I'm like, excuse me? If they're not interested in the sport, they're not going to watch. It doesn't matter who's out there. And on top of that, I would debate that and say if men watch the WNBA as much as they watch the NBA, this wouldn't be a problem. This wouldn't be a discussion. I wouldn't. If y'all went to the games and turned on and watched them and bought their merchandise and shit like that, this wouldn't be a discussion. This NBA, as far as watching it, is still a man's dominated sport as far as viewership. Shit, all of them are. This on y'all, not us. It's not,
I mean, shit, why did the guys
WNBA is not entertaining to me. Huh?
Shit, women are the ones that's making a big issue about the equal pay to WNBA.
This was a man I got.
Why did the guys have
what
to
do? What are you talking about?
Oh, he said that that the WNBA players should get equal pay?
Yes! And that was actually quite a few men. This was on the Shade Room comments. I read comments a lot because you'll be surprised. Now, I know some people are trolls. Don't get me wrong. Thank you. Sparks. Boom. But... yeah, but this is not even like a new conversation. I know people, like, I've had conversations with on Facebook. You know, this is not just a Shade Room comment thing. I feel like they should, and I also know some that shouldn't. I shouldn't say that, but this isn't just women saying that, actually. And hello, I'm woman, hear me roar, and I don't think they should get equal pay. Why? Why do you think
those guys are fucking
because
idiots?
You're out there playing the same sport, but we all know men make as much as they do because of how much they bring in, and it's not to knock their talent, but watching women play basketball has never been. First of all, I'm going to be honest with you. I'd rather watch men and their muscles go up and down the court than women. Like, I don't really. That's, I prefer to see men, and one might take his shirt off and change. I'm not trying to see women do that. As far as athletics,
wait a minute now. If the WNBA players take their shirt off, it's a whole new game now.
And see, that's what it needs.
They may get them dollars
because they have like the lingerie league for football and things. That's not really playing the sport. That's not respecting the sport and playing the sport for what it is. And I'm not knocking it. If you want to go see the shit, go see the shit. But that's not the same thing. They're trying to be respected as athletes. Now hold on. Don't do that. Don't do that. As far as watching them play, it's not as entertaining. I'm sorry. They need to figure out something else to do. They need to not try to be the equivalent of the NBA. I really think that's where their fault is. And that's also speaking of, here in the States. Like, she was overseas for a reason, They make more money overseas. We also all love basketball. It's true. I think that might have been like the peak of the WNBA is when that movie was out and people were like actually watching it and then discovering they don't like it. It's not like we didn't try. We tried to fucking watch the WNBA. We wanted to support women in sports playing basketball and it just wasn't it. I tried watching the WNBA. No, it wasn't it.
Maybe it's the players or something because everybody was excited to see the college players, to see the chick they said was Larry Bird's son or daughter. Mm-hmm. Niggas was excited to see that motherfucker, that game. Mm-hmm. More excited they ever been to see a WNBA game. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's just, I don't know, the players. I don't know.
I
I
really
don't know
feel
what to
like
tell
it's
the
still the
WNBA.
sport itself, though. I don't like they. I'm not saying they're not talented and skilled. It's just like I said, I want to see men and their muscles going up and out of court when it comes to sports. But there's differences. Like college football is there's a difference in the fans of that and the fans of NFL football. So I don't know. They need to find out who wants to see them and what they want to see them do, and still be respected as athletes. That's that, and what that is, I don't know. If I figure it out, I'm not about to say it on live. You would rather watch softball. Baseball in general has just become boring to me anyway. I think when baseball was entertaining to me was when the Indians were winning, and then I was like a big Yankees fan, at one point. Um, it was the players and the personalities, like you said. Maybe it's the players. I don't know these players, but we are in the age where, like the one girl from LSU, I think she's already said, it's not enough money for her to go, and she makes more money now. I don't know what they need to do. I don't. It's not my problem to solve either. I don't want to say I don't care, but yeah. That's like me. I need to figure out
Well,
what to
they
do for
need to just.
myself. Like I'm not about to figure out what these other women need to do to make more money. Because you know what
Well,
you
why don't they
signing up
just
for
figure
though.
out?
When you it's not like, oh, I get to the WNBA and then find out, oh, they don't really pay us shit. You know that. You know that in middle school. You know that when you choose this as a career path. Okay? So it's not, yeah. No.
Well, why don't they figure out like how are the college players getting paid that much, and then why don't the WNBA just do that?
She's making more now, I believe, off of like endorsements and things like that. I think that's what she was saying. Like, I guess her going into the league right now would just be a waste of time. I wouldn't know. If she was a guy though, she wouldn't be
Well,
saying that because the NBA would be paying her a lot of money. They would pay her more, and then she know her. See, that's the thing. Like, even going in, like that would probably shit. That would just diminish her brand, if anything. Like, just taking time out her schedule for whatever else. Like, she's at the peak of it right now, so there's no need for her to even like. But if anything, she might have just been making a statement of just to put it out there that they're not making enough. Maybe that is her plan, and she's just like, yo, fuck that shit, just to be able to say fuck that shit while she can. While she can. But yeah, you know ahead of time. So that's like when I'm shit for real. That's like when teachers complain about their salary. Now you knew when you picked this as a career about how much you was gonna make, and also dealing with these kids. These one of them gonna wild on one. The possibilities. Same thing with other careers that people choose. Like you picked it. This isn't communism.
they guys got to whatever the blueprint is for them college players, them college girl teams. WNBA need to do that. If they can pay them that much, then they be like, hey, well, if it's the endorsements, we need more endorsements. If it's
For
the whatever it is they're
what?
doing,
Put them on a shoe
huh?
for what if nobody's gonna buy it? What are you talking about? She is famous based off of who she is and what she's just done. How long does that last?
Oh shit, I don't know.
She'll be forgotten soon enough. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Not like forgotten, like people remember her, but as far as her being able to put money in, like her social media account is fucking booming now. That's probably a big percentage of it right there. So when you said, oh, we'll just give them endorsements, why?
What I'm saying is
You better
the
off getting a bench player
WNBA
in the
takes
NBA than a fucking star. No, let me shut up.
what the WNBA do to get more money to pay the players, take whatever the blueprint is for the college teams because they're paying their players X amount of dollars, which is more than the WNBA players. Just
Okay.
take that blueprint, apply it to whatever it is that you guys are doing, and go from there.
Part of the blueprint of that is it's a college. So people that went to those colleges, they're gonna donate. I mean, they got shit. They have that now in high school. Where they're getting their monies is also what ticket sales. So if nobody's buying tickets to go to the fucking WNBA games, Them college kids don't get into them games for free. Family members ain't coming down there getting into the games for free. Hotels they get packed because this team is playing this team or whatever. That's come on. You gotta put asses in the seats. You put asses in the seats, they will show you the fucking money. If them asses ain't going in the seats, they're just being nice. I don't know exactly what he was talking about when saying college is paying them. I was speaking on Angel Reese, I think is her name, from LSU. What I do know is like college are now allowing players, if I'm not mistaken, that did go fully in effect, allowing them to get paid based off their image. As far as paying them out, like I said, even if it's the case of paying them from ticket sales, you gotta have ticket sales. If there's no ticket sales, there's no money. If there's no ticket sales, there's no merch. There's no merch being sold even at the games. And if nobody's coming to the games, there's no merch being sold online. And that's what I'm saying. This is not a equal pay situation. It's just not. There's no argument for them. Until, like, if they were filling seats and then getting slighted, then you have an argument. We know where the money comes from. We know where the money comes from, and they showed us even with advertisements when they airing the games. With honestly, I feel like that's part of the reason why the bubble happened in 2020. At that point, it wasn't just about asses in the seats. It was about endorsements and advertisements. They get paid off endorsements and they nil deals. Who? College players? Didn't they put that in? Wait, I ain't gotta ask you. I don't have that. NCAA allowing players to make money. NCAA rules put in place following pressure from state laws mean that all Division I college athletes can make money from outside endorsements. I'm not crazy. This was 2021. So yes, they can get paid off their endorsements now, and that's what she's making money from. She's not making money. She's making money from playing college ball. Yes, she's famous from playing college ball. They won a championship. She did the John Cena thing. But yeah, it's any. Well, I don't want to say any, but the majority of brands that would take them over NBA players aren't going to pay them that much anyway. Unless it's a brand for women only, but then also you're kind of limiting yourself, So I don't know. I don't have a fix. And again, if I did, I wouldn't tell y'all. I'd take it to them and get paid. But I know one thing for goddamn certain: they can't make money off of you if nobody's watching or nobody's coming to the game. So, next topic. Where we at? Oh yeah. Let's see. What did we cover? Let's get like a couple more quick ones. Red Table canceled. And like I've been telling y'all, not that Red Table was gonna be canceled, but that Facebook as we know it, if it lets me change this topic, that would be awesome. Facebook as we know it is, deceased. People were laughing at her like, "Oh, you got your show canceled." Like, first of all, I'm sure she knew it was coming, cause like they've been kind of pulled back, as far as I could tell anyway. Cause I don't be on Facebook no more. That's for old people. But they've been kind of pulled back as far as like posting, new episodes, or like they had seasons at one point, if I'm not mistaken. But she's not the only show that was over there, and like nobody's talking about Drew Barrymore show was on Facebook Watch. So what happened was so many changes are coming through with Facebook. I knew it was coming because of what they were doing to the Facebook gamers, which pretty much told me. I'm not saying Facebook is like done, but I think it's gonna change heavily. I don't think they're just throwing the ball in. I think they just got other plans for other things they want to do. And then Facebook might even be quiet for a few years and then just pop up because Meta, they've already implemented like this whole Meta thing anyway. A lot of their things don't say Facebook now; it does say Meta. The dashboard, people use to stream out says Meta. So I just feel like they're not done. They're just changing. And as far as shows like Red Table Talk, they don't matter for, and gamers. I think gamers at the moment don't matter. I think whatever changes they're making will probably include gamers. But they've been ignoring podcasts and shows for a while now.
I have no idea what any of that means.
Okay. I'm gonna just end the show.
I never used Facebook Watch or any of that, so I've never
Yes,
watched
you
any of the
have because
shows.
our show was on there.
I didn't watch it from YouTube.
Our show literally was on, and it wasn't. It's not even always on YouTube. So you watched it. Maybe you don't understand what Facebook Watch is. Facebook Watch is basically from where you view videos. Is considered Facebook Watch. They used to have a separate Facebook Watch app. They also had Facebook Watch on the TV. Yeah, I've had the show up on Facebook Watch. Maybe you just didn't know it was Facebook Watch.
Oh, shit, I probably didn't know that was what it was on.
Yeah, but I've also brought up Facebook Watch before. Oh wait, here. Well, fuck it. I don't even feel like talking about it now because I'm probably gonna mess his name up anyway. You got anyone you wanted to toss in here real quick?
No, that was all my topics except for everybody getting back together. Jermaine and Janet,
Oh,
Nelly and Ashanti.
yeah, we can real quick. They were wait, I was about to say Jermaine. Well, Jermaine and Janet. I mean, Jermaine was at her concert on stage. Like I didn't see them together. I don't know,
You
but
know? Oh,
everybody
you
has
think they were
always wondered
just?
how that should happen anyway. I
I
haven't.
mean,
I never really cared to
shit
be
happens.
honest.
Shit
I've never
happens.
really
Shit.
gave a shit about Jaden and Janet. Honestly, I don't even care about Nelly no more. I whole Pitch Woo thing was last year. Like I'm over it. Next. Cause at first I was
I
like this
mean,
bitch, and then I was like I don't really care because he's stupid anyway. She told him no in front of everybody, and you go back. You got me fucked up. You publicly go back. Out here holding her hand, walking. You got me fucked up. She told you no, and you. There was another story. Did you see that video with the or picture? The girl, the first date they had, the guy came on a horse and carriage, and she like was done with him after that because she don't like animals.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, and people was faulting her, and I'm like, yo, this is his fault for still trying. First of all, it was your fault for wasting money. How you don't know she don't like animals? That's basic conversation. That's like knowing somebody's favorite color, the fact that they don't like animals literally that much. People gonna bring that shit up if you actually talk to them, and then telling you she's not interested in you still, you playing yourself already. So for him, I don't know what brought this about, but yeah, whatever. I'm already over it. That's how much I guess I care. I think that's how much I care. It was just like, oh okay. It might be
It's
promo.
always about persistence.
Say what?
Persistence. It's always persistence.
No. The thing is, it might be promo for all we know. They saw how people reacted to that. Oh, let's show up. Because they performed that day, dude. Yeah, come on. I'd do it. Now that I'd be willing to do. Most of the majority of the shit we see is promo anyway. Like with Candy and Escape when all of them was arguing. Please, they got tour coming up. They selling them tickets. And being on the show. They're selling the tickets, they're selling the show, they're selling their social media. Child, you knock all that stuff out in one argument with somebody or one scene together, you doing an amazing job. I can't wait. I totally understand it. I get it. I get it. Drake does it all the time. He just put Kim on that song. Nobody would give a fuck about that song if he put her on there. That song was trash. But
So you don't think it's genuine that they back together? You think it's promo?
I mean, it could be. But it's extreme promo. It's even get back on herb. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot intertwined in this one little pop up. Like, oh, they done popped up on him again. Cause that's what he said. You know, he found out when they were at the game. So yeah, whatever. I don't care. Nelly is like he's cute. But like, I got over it too fast. I'm not still. What are you doing?
Who, me?
Yeah. If I'm not still dwelling on it, he didn't matter.
What do it look like I'm doing?
Look like I'm about to just go ahead and turn your camera off.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Keep the cameras rolling. It's must
Not
see
on my
TV.
account, you know. I clicked this camera off button so goddamn.
It's must see TV.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do you think they're actually together?
They probably are back together.
I don't know what's in it for her. She seemed happy.
People love doing that. People
She
love
seemed
doing like the
happy.
little dub that shit.
She got the title of Little Miss Always on Vacation, not Little Miss Stuck Up Under Nelly. Like, that's not as cute. I'd rather
People
be
love
Little Miss
dubbing
Always
back.
on Vacation. She was. Now she not gonna be. Don't give your
Why they
hopes
can go
up,
on
girl.
vacations? Now we go watch them going on vacations together.
In the promo. What brand that?
Like I remember,
Watch. You gonna start seeing clothing lines. Just trust. Couple shit. Watch. I'm telling you. Them resorts they at.
like
Post a picture. Paid. Come on. Paid. Free trip. Man. Okay, wait. No, seriously, free trip. Just post a picture. They'll pay you to come there. She might have been getting paid for that anyway. She might be Little Miss Always on vacation and she posting them pictures getting paid on the side. Don't she tag where she at?
I don't know.
Vacation.
I used to watch all the time when it was like her, Flo Rida, and Cha Cha, and her sister on vacations all the time.
Yeah.
But after it was just like her and her people, I was like, yeah, I'm not about to keep watching that.
Yeah. I mean, I prefer solo vacations. So that's why I'm like, girl, you giving up the life. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Not especially not to go back. Like you've been there already. Try something new. Like,
A lot of people love going back.
not for relationships' sake, no. Because it never
They
works.
love going
It
back.
never works. Too much resentment. Too much thinking of the shit y'all did and broke up in the first place. You know, nah. Yeah.
Shit, come to think of it, two of my friends have a kid together. They broke up. They've been broke up for a minute because I remember when we was trying to do that Cedar Point trip, she said, if he's going to be there, I'm not coming. That's how long they've been broken up, and they just got back together. So that kid got to be.
Hey, to each their own. To each their
That kid
own.
got to be like maybe shit, 8, 9, 10, something like that.
Yeah,
So people love dubbing back. Give a little time, dub right back.
no, I'm straight. I'm straight. Cause like relationships don't end well, you know. Like we broke up for a reason. It's only been like a couple people I broke up with, and you know nothing like too crazy, but like the reasons are probably still there. So fuck it. So yeah, I'm straight. And that's just I'd rather give somebody else a chance. That ain't I'm not about to let you do it again. Yeah, people change. I get it, but I'm not about to find out the hard way that you haven't. Let me go try this and see what happens. All right, but we really do need to end the show because we have gone over an hour. Yeah, we're an
I
hour.
don't think I had any good breakups.
Yeah, we're an hour and 12 minutes. I feel like everybody has broken up with you. Nothing.
Only one person broke up with me.
What a 1
Only one.
minute.
And then she tried to come back. That was some weird shit.
Why
You
she
break
break
up
up
on
with you?
Monday and then you try to come back by Wednesday. I was like, this is some weird shit.
Why did she break up with you?
It was a bunch of goofy shit. But basically, um,
Why am I so
it was
pale?
at a point where, uh, my Facebook page is my Facebook page. And I'll ask, hey, do I need to tone it down for my Facebook page, or do you understand I don't really know these motherfuckers? I'm just talking shit. So if you be like, oh yeah, okay, I know you just talking shit. Well, if that really gets to you, you should let that be known instead of letting that shit build up.
Yeah.
And when I tell you something, and I'm like, hey, listen, I was going back and forth with somebody and they said something about her. And I was telling her, listen, this person apologized to you, but instead of me relaying the message, I'm going to let you just look at the message and read it for yourself. So I gave her my password and shit to my Facebook. And at this time, this is when Facebook, you couldn't have two pages open at the same time. So it would kick you off if you were, once you log on another phone or
Is this the
computer or
one
something.
that you made it seem like you was talking to somebody else and you wasn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, you told this story
Because
before.
because at this point, I'm literally getting kicked off my own page, like throughout the day, just getting kicked off because I'm like, who the fuck is checking my page like this? It's just logging in willy nilly. I'm like, there's nothing to read on my page except for my inbox. My inbox wasn't booming like that. So then when I talked to my friend, I was like, I just started saying certain shit. And then once I started getting certain questions, I knew like she was just, because I'm like, man, maybe it's a glitch, maybe Facebook fucking up. But no, when she started asking certain questions, I was like, nah, you've been looking at my inbox. You've been going through intensely through my inbox. And then she's like, well, I just feel like I just can't trust you and this, that, and the third. I was like, all right, cool. And then her and somebody else got into an argument on my page and all type of shit. And then she felt like I should have came to her defense, like after we had broken up, because they got into an argument. And I was like, I knew them longer than I've known you. Why would I defend? I'm like, if I take a picture with somebody after we've broken up and I post it on my page, we broken up. You broke up with me. Why are you making a comment and then going back and forth with this girl on my page on a picture? We're broken up. No, well, that's weird shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm good because I would at least, if I do something that's bothering you, just fucking tell me. Don't let it build up and then you do shit to try to be sneaky or like, I don't like that shit. Don't be sneaky.
Yeah, I
Just
get
tell
what
me
you're
like,
saying,
hey, your
and I
post
don't
bothers me.
disagree. But from most women experience in saying something, it always becomes, oh, it ain't nothing going on, and it just continues. Most of the time, that doesn't matter.
Cool, break up with me then. In that case, break up with me because I don't care about your feelings. If you tell me something bothers you and I do nothing,
Right.
that means that's your red flag to break up with me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So tell me,
But
you know
it's
what I'm saying?
like, but
Like,
see, you know what? It's true, and at the same time, I can see if someone didn't, because a lot of times it's just viewed as just being social media, and usually that will be the other person's argument. I won't even say the other man's argument. I mean, men experience this too from shit. Women have way more things said on their pages, so yeah, it might that could be a red flag, and it could not, because like if the person doesn't view like talking to someone on social media as such a big deal, one, they should just go ahead and change the behavior if it's not that big of a deal. But two, it's also social. It's also socializing with people, and like sometimes people just feel like you can read it. I'm not hiding anything, so what are you worried about? But yeah, that's a iffy one, because you don't want to be like, oh, you ignore my feelings. If a lot of times it's just viewed as it's just being social media. I don't know. It depends on the person. But I definitely see your point. I'm telling you this bothers me, and yeah, I get it. But we gotta end
yeah, I mean,
this is an hour and 20 minutes in. We gotta
I
go.
always feel like that should be something that's said quickly because that gets shit out the way. That means you get rid of the problems quick. This person don't care about what you think. Get rid of it
Yeah.
quick before while you're a weekend, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Don't let it be a year down the line. You like, he really don't care about what I think or how I
Yeah.
feel. Like, what happened? And you got a long list of shit that they did. Like,
Well,
fuck.
not everybody is able to communicate though. And like sometimes people want to say things and maybe they don't want it to become an art. Like there's a long list of reasons why people withhold how they're feeling about things. And honestly, probably at the top of that list is just not knowing how to communicate. Or like I was saying, maybe it's not as big a deal. Sometimes things build up. Sometimes you are bothered by it, but then it takes time for it to become like a really big problem, you know? So there's, you can't just be like, oh, you should just say something.
Well, I
It's
mean,
not easy for people to talk about things like that, honestly.
I
Because a
get
lot of
it.
times
But
you don't want to hear somebody, tell you tripping, and then you wondering if you tripping because it's just so, all these things, and along with dating is still new. These are still new ways of things being involved and also dating.
I mean, that's cool, But, if you leave me, you can't come back 2 days later. What has changed? We just
I
gonna
mean,
start back and do the same shit
you
over
the one
again?
said it's okay to go back. I'm the
I
one
just
who was
said
like,
people like
no.
I just said people love dubbing back. I've never dubbed back.
Oh,
I never went back.
yeah, I don't.
I
No.
never went back.
Yeah, that is a passable thing. And like I said, with
There has
my
never been
reasons
a
being, I'm
time.
not about to of people, no longer being with them. I'm not about to let you do that shit again. I mean, fuck that. I'd rather go
Shit,
find you
even if
somebody
I'm
new to
wrong.
fuck up.
Shit, even if it's a situation where I'm wrong and I'm like, shit, I'm wrong, and you try to come back, I'm like, why the fuck would you get back with me? I'm like, we haven't been to a therapy session, we haven't discussed it. There has been zero changes, and you want to try to do this shit
Yeah.
again and have the exact
The same
same
reason
results.
some people don't
And
know how to
I was
communicate.
wrong, and we did nothing to correct me.
Yeah, some people still don't know the same reason people don't know how to communicate. Um, not understanding that the person needs to show like change before you get back with them. And then too, shit, somebody can show. This is why I don't. Somebody can show change and it's bullshit. Somebody can think they're changed and they're not. I think with certain people do certain things, that is just who they are, and there is no changing them. It's at least not when it comes to you, or something like there isn't. They might go and be with somebody else and never do. But shit, again, I ain't trying to find out. I'm not trying to find out. But I've said this before. I can't think of a single ex I want back. So not a single one. Not a one. Not a one. First of all, most of them don't look as good now. You've aged, honey. You have
Maybe my
aged,
first,
honey.
maybe my first ex, I would take. I don't know. I would think about it. We were
Yeah.
just young. That was the only problem. We were just young, and it was just weird shit. Like if we 19 years old and you telling me, hey, my parents said, my mom had a dream that this happened, and he'd ask me, was I sexually active? And I'm thinking to myself, like, wait a minute. I was like, you were sexually active many years before you met me. How is it that it's just now coming up as a topic with your parents of you being sexually active at 19 years old? And this is now on me that I need to sit down and maybe talk to your parents about what's going on and how serious our relationship. I'm like,
Mm.
this is fucking weird. I'm
Religious?
19. Huh?
Religious?
The parents, they were supposed to be religious, but
Okay, then
I
that's
mean,
why. Wow, you just asked a silly question.
no, but listen, she's 19.
And she's not
She's been
married.
sexually active.
She's not
She didn't
married.
lose her virginity with me.
She's not married.
Huh?
This is why I asked religious. She's not married. It doesn't matter. Her age doesn't matter. Well, it matters, but yeah, she's
Well,
not
I'm
married.
saying 19 is in she lost her virginity many years before she met
And
me. So why is it just now coming up as a
because
conversation
maybe
of
they didn't
you've
know.
been having sex? Why now?
I
Why
don't
not
fucking
the
know.
other
I've
nigga?
also been trying to end the show for like 10 minutes. I don't fucking know.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead. End the show. Go ahead. Okay.
I don't know. I really have no idea. Be okay, Pepper Potts.
I'm Maserati.
See y'all next.
Still confused about this whole flex.
Thursday. Whatever you just said. See y'all next Thursday.
Still confused about his first ex.
8
Still
p.m.
confused about his first ex, Maserati.
I don't know why. I gave you an answer. See y'all next Thursday at 8 p.m. Hopefully, I'll have our YouTube page set up properly. Yo, YouTube on your app is really dope. Anybody watching, you should definitely check it out. And also follow me because my